Hey everybody, welcome back. My name's Ken.
And my name's Richard.
And this is Don't Blame Jesus. Today we are talking about a song by Russ Taff, originally written by Charlie Peacock, called Down in the Lowlands. Rich, this seems like a really awesome, meaty song.
Yes. Well, I was thinking about this week. I had a couple of guys that I sponsor, and I could probably go and ask everybody else that I talk to, but they're saying, I'm stressed, depressed, and another guy says I'm overwhelmed, and I'm like, right back at you,
Welcome to life. Here we are.
It just seems like, man, there's just so much of that going on, and I was thinking about this song, and I was also thinking about the message that my pastor preached yesterday, and he was preaching from Psalm 23, and it was good, and it just repeated this. Here's the 5 words I want you to know. The Lord is my shepherd. Now repeat it with me. The 5 words, right?
The
Lord is my shepherd, and so he kept on, a lot of that.
Yeah.
It was in there. Good sermons,
Yeah.
It reminds me of back in Bible school when we were taking, I can't remember if it was Introduction to Ministry. Did you remember John Muir?
I remember Dr. Muir, yeah.
Yeah, and so it was hook, look, book, took.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's
the only thing I remember from his class.
It works, man. It does. So you have to have, you have your hook.
Yeah.
You're going to look. Here's the book, and how you're going to take it home. Took, right? And so, I'm like going, yeah, that sermon has the hook, look, book, took. And so
it sounds like you're speaking into it, like Alaskan into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's funny.
Yes. And so with that, when we were looking at the 23rd Psalm yesterday, and it's like, well, the green grass sounds good, right? And so the paths of righteousness sound good. I'm getting these out of order. The still water sounds good.
Yeah.
The valley of the shadow of death, not so much. And there's a certain part where it's like, okay, we would like these other things, but life throws us these other things. Right. And so that reminded me, of course, of Down in the Lowlands, where it is a valley, right? And you have to worry about drowning in there, and it's just, oh, God help. And the song is so much just a modern take on the Psalms.
Yeah.
In the Psalms, there's songs, right? So there you go. So anyway, if we want to go ahead and...
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously for copyright reasons, we can't play the song.
No, we'll put a link.
We could play short clips, but I'm not really set up to do that.
Nah. But go find the whole thing.
Oh yeah, we will put a link in the description so that if you want to see it, and heck, why not? Maybe we'll just go ahead and put one up in the corner of the screen, and you can click it, but just come back,
Yeah, and enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and read those so that we don't get a copyright.
No.
There we go. Here we go. Down in the lowlands, won't you save me? Hear my cry. Won't you save me? Save me. The water's up to my neck. I'm sinking in the deep, and there's no foothold to find anywhere. I'm very worn out from calling for help. My throat is hoarse and dry as bone. My eyes have failed me from looking for you. I'm looking for me. Down in the lowlands, where the water is deep, hear my cry, hear my shout, save me, save me. Could this be it? Could I be drowning? Have I failed to be heard by the only one who can save me? Save me, save me. Show me some mercy and touch me again. Please lift me up above where I am. My eyes have failed me from looking for you. My eyes have failed me from looking for you. I'm looking for you. Down in the lowlands where the water is deep, hear my cry, hear my shout, save me, save me.
All right.
We'll leave that up there.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave that there. Yeah. And so there's so much of it in life where we need God's help. We can't do this in our own strength.
No.
And I was thinking too, with recovery, there's a number of times where it's in there where it's surrender,
Yeah.
and we're asking God for help. And there's comes one part in there. I think it's step 6. We were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character, and then with that, we're holding our hands open with whatever our garbage is, and saying, remove it. Save me, help me, because like these are I can't change on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I need your help. I need your mercy. I need your hope. Yeah, save me, because on my own, I know what my own devices are,
Right.
where I'm going to go and goof myself up again, whatever it is. Save me. And I was thinking about, because I send out verses daily. Seems like a good day to send out some save me verses. So I'm just going to read some of them. All I did was type in save me into the YouVersion Bible app.
And which version?
I got ESV at this second.
Okay.
Okay. And so, but I call to God, and the Lord will save me. Psalm 55:16. I am yours, save me, for I have sought your precepts. Psalm 119:94. Deliver me from those who work evil. Save me from bloodthirsty men. Psalm 59:2. And there's times where it's like, God, you need to save me from these people. All right. Oh God, save me by your name. Vindicate me by your might. Psalm 54:1. And I'll just do the last one here is Psalms 109:26. Help me, O Lord my God, save me according to your steadfast love. And so the steadfast love, maybe we mentioned that before. It's Hebrew word hesed, Hesed, is what is transliterated into English. And it's this one-sided loving relationship, where he's determined to have a relationship with us and to love us. So,
Even in spite of ourselves.
yes, in spite of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably the closest thing maybe would be like, a father's love for their kid, a mother's love for their kid. If their kid goes out and goofs out, they still like, I love them.
I love that, but I'm going to take my sandal off. It's going to be in love. There's but still.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like this continuous, I will continue to love.
Yeah.
Or like with the prodigal son, right?
Oh, man.
Like he's just like going out there and watching and waiting. Right. And I think that there is a certain part where God is watching and waiting, and he's waiting for us to call out to him. He wants to save us.
Yeah.
He knows what we need saving. He's,
Well, and I think that's a very interesting thing too, is he's not only waiting for us, but he's willing to give us as much of himself as we're willing to take.
yes.
Keep coming.
Right.
He'll keep giving. Keep giving. Keep giving. You can have as much of him as you want. That is very encouraging.
Yeah. Good song. I was listening to it on repeat as I was driving to work today. I got a job that I'm starting in the next town north, and so I got to listen to it about 5 times going up there and 4 times coming back here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
It's awesome.
that's what we need to do.
Yeah,
God,
absolutely.
help us, because I don't know about you. Life's a lot harder than I was expecting. Once upon a time, way back when.
Oh, yeah. 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 I don't know. I don't think in this version of the podcast on video, we've talked about the bag spiders.
No, we haven't yet.
We haven't. So I think we should do that. Our analogy, I mean, when we were, in our early 20s,
Yeah.
talking about life and everything. And like life is like a bag of spiders. You think you got it all under control, but man, as soon as you open that bag, they go
Everywhere.
and there's no places you didn't think they could
and
go.
you can't, and
You can't get them back.
no, you can't.
Oh man, it's just a nightmare.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
what you thought, like, oh, I'm so totally in control.
Yes,
Got the
yes,
bag
yes.
of spiders. Oops, there goes one.
Yes.
Oh, crikey, you all go. I'm in trouble.
Yeah. So it was ours of like herding cats,
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, but bigger, lot more spiders than cats. I mean,
A lot more directions. And right down their sleeve. I'm like, oh man. Bad mojo.
oh my goodness.
That's the truth. I think that's one of the things that the scriptures say is that, you're going to have trouble.
Yes.
So just just get ready.
Yes.
Lean on Jesus, and you'll be okay. But it's going to happen.
It is going to happen.
So just
It's going to happen. And don't weird out when it does happen and go, like, this is so much different than everybody else, and my life is so much harder and weirder and whatever, and God doesn't know. And like, no, this is really common across the board, even when some people are better at faking and covering up stuff, but everybody has their own crises and issues and whatever. Nobody skates. Nobody gets through this life without having been stained or touched by sin or difficulties in life.
Yeah, just general pain. That's one of the things I think I mentioned last episode that I'd been up to a men's retreat at man camp. And that is one of the real, I think, encouraging parts of it. It's getting to talk with other men and just realize, when we're getting real, everyone's having the same kind of struggles. Everyone's dealing with the same stuff, whether it's job security or, how to love your spouse well, how to live well, how to, whatever it is, we all are dealing with the same stuff.
Right.
It should give us a certain amount of camaraderie
Yes.
and some fellowship, but also like make us more appreciative of how good Jesus is to us and what he's really, truly, offering to us. Like I can't, like we have said a million times, I can't imagine doing this journey through life without him.
No.
And I see guys that do it and are stoic like that and hide it and pretend and fake it. Even they eventually get to a breaking point.
Right.
At some point. Whether they, get honest and come to the Lord and believe, or, they divorce their wife and get a Corvette and a hot new wife, whatever. Everyone's going to deal with it. And so I feel like dealing with it through the power of God with Jesus is way better.
Absolutely.
We're far better off that way. So that's cool.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, golly, I encourage people to listen to the song. I think it's going to be good. We'll put the link in the description, and you'll be able to check it out. Maybe we'll put it in Spotify, Amazon, and Apple, and maybe YouTube, or maybe just YouTube. I don't know. We'll get it up there when we're
some way. Well, my other thought too that just hit me is when you're going through stuff. Like for me, so many times when I've gone through stuff and really struggling, Psalms is a good place to go to.
Yeah.
That I found it helpful. Whether I'm praying along with it, where David is saying, "Save me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I feel you. I get it, and I need saving as well." God has done some amazing times. Help me. Psalms is one of my favorite places to go when I'm up over my head. Right.
Yeah.
And one of the other ones too for me is Isaiah, just because we see how big God is and how small nations are in there. And, if the nations are small, then my problems are a lot smaller too. So if he can move nations and remove nations because of whatever, how he chooses, then he can deal with my problem as well. My problem's not as big as the whole nation. Last time I checked, yeah.
Hey, he can speak the universe into it.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. Yes. And
That's encouraging.
We need to remember that. All right.
Awesome. Well, golly, I hope that was beneficial to someone. It was good for us. I feel better. We're going to listen to that song another time here probably when we're done, and that's awesome.
Yeah, we did the Russ Taff before. We could do the Charlie Peacock after.
Yeah, so there are two versions. There's the Russ Taff version and a version by the original writer, Charlie Peacock.
Yeah.
Heck, we'll link them both. We're that generous. You know how we are? Giving you free links to stuff. We're your pal, right? All right. Well, hey, as we always say, if you heard us say anything stupid, remember, don't blame Jesus. That was our fault. And we will see you on the next episode.